Okay, so I got my Tmaxx Tmaxx 3.3, and I've doing a little. I've been upgrading it, and I'm gonna do a little video about all the things I've done to it so far. So far, I've got 20 different upgrades on it, and I keep track of all the builds I do. Let me show you my stack of papers. This whole big stack is full of my Nitro RC notes. Here's a Slayer Pro build. Here's a Revo build. Here's another Slayer Pro build. Here's a Revo 2.5R build. Here's a 3.3 engine break-in procedure. I take notes of my break-in engines and how well they do when they're breaking on me. I keep track of all my stuff, mostly because I sell a lot on eBay, and I do this in case I want to sell something. But anyways, let's get back to the Tmaxx. So it's nothing serious, but the first upgrade I got is these little body clip retainers that holds the body clips on. And this Tmaxx is brand new, by the way. It's only a few months old. I've only driven it like 2 or 3 times in a parking lot. It ain't even that dirty. There's the box to it. And you can see the body is like brand new. I like upgrading them. So yeah, I do more building than I do upgrading. So let me get something to point with. So the first upgrade we got right here is a brand spanking new OS 21TM engine. I just put this engine on today. Right here's the box to it. It's brand new. I still got to break it in. I was going to put this brand new Dynamite Mach 2.19 on it, but I would rather go with the OS 18. I mean the OS 21TM. This is the 18TM. So we got the OS 21TM brand new engine. Okay, and with the next upgrade we got is Acer ceramic engine bearings in the engine. So those are really, really good bearings. They last forever. They're really good and durable bearings. They perform amazing. I use Acer ceramic bearings in all my Nitro engines. The next upgrade we got is a fuel filter right here. It's Duro or Dubro. It's a really good fuel filter. It's an aluminum housing with a metal screen meshed filter element inside the filter. I did have a Proline runtime fuel tank, which is the larger Tmaxx fuel tank. This gives you longer runtime, and it's got a filter built inside of it. And I did have this on there, but I took it off, put the stock one back on it for when I want to break this OS 21TM in, because when I do my heat cycles, this is going to be too much fuel to do the break-in on that OS 21TM. Okay, the next upgrade we got is a slipper clutch eliminator. See it right there, slipper clutch eliminator. That really doesn't give you any benefits besides you don't have to worry about adjusting your slipper clutch. It's just straight power, straight from the engine, straight to the transmission. You ain't got to worry about no slipping, and you ain't got to worry about adjusting the slipper clutch. And I run these on all my RCs, and I've never stripped a spur gear out. As long as you get your gear mesh set correctly, you'll be perfectly fine. So there's that. And the next thing we got is a Dynamite Max Life clutch inside the clutch bell. And here's one right here. It's a Max Life clutch. It's 2 clutch shoes and a spring. This has a funky design. The way they're shaped, it's supposed to run cooler. And when it runs cooler, that means that it grips better. Plus they're aluminum. They engage more properly. So you have better acceleration and a better bite from your clutch shoes to your clutch bell. And it's supposed to run cooler. So that means since it runs cooler, it don't have a problem. It shouldn't slip it shouldn't get hot and slip. At least that's what they claim. Okay. So the next thing we got is the Traxxas 40mm steel vented brake disc. We got the upgraded brake disc right here in the center. And then right next to the brake disc, we got the brake pad spring mods. See these brake pad springs on each side? That's a little special mod you can do. I made a YouTube video about how to do that. That just allows your brake pads to be pushed away from the disc instead of constantly rubbing against the disc, wearing themselves out and overheating. And yeah, that's what they're for. The next thing we got is the Tmaxx steel CV axle shafts. So we got the steel axles, front and rear. They're brand new. I just put them on. Here's the pack they came out of. The next thing we got is front and rear spiral cut differential gears. So we got the spiral cut differential gears. Here's one right here just like it. These run way better. They're smoother. They don't vibrate like the stock beveled cut gears. They got a better gear mesh. They got more surface contact area when they contact each other. When the pinion contacts with the ring gear, they got a better gear mesh and it just runs way better. They're stronger and they're just awesome. The next thing we got is the Tmaxx red anodized aluminum toe links on the front and rear. Those are nice. The next thing we got is Tmaxx brushed aluminum bumpers front and rear. So these are actually aluminum bumpers on the front and rear, and these are actually pretty rare and hard to find. If you get the Tmaxx ones, they are clones on eBay that looks just like them, and they're only like $20 for the whole set, front and rear. But the Tmaxx ones are like $50 for the front and rear. So the next thing we got is a Power Hobby throttle servo and a Power Hobby steering servo. I've made YouTube videos about these two. These are great little servos. They perform really good. They're metal geared. They got good shafts inside the gear train. They got a good DC motor. They got good electronics. The only problem with these, they don't really put that much grease on the gears from the factory. That's the only problem I found with them. But I've got lots of these servos on all my RC models and I love them. So the next thing we got is a Power Hobby 6-volt hump pack battery. Let me show you. So we got the 6-volt 1600 milliamp hump pack for the receiver battery. That's a good little upgrade. And the next part of the electronics we got to help power the servos, we got a servo power capacitor inside the receiver box. Right there it is. That just helps boost the power to the servos. It helps you keep from having brownouts, keeps you from having signal loss from your remote to your receiver. And I've also got a spare OS LC4 glow plug inside my little receiver box. The next thing we got is the aluminum pivot, Tmaxx aluminum pivot balls. These right here, these are an amazing upgrade. They do wonders of difference. They make a huge difference. But I got these aluminum pivot balls in the front and rear. I made a whole YouTube video about that too. You should watch it. Just look up Chris Kinnemer on YouTube, and if you don't follow me already on YouTube, and you can see videos I've made about all these upgrades. But these are a great upgrade. They make your suspension perform so much better. They help your steering servo out, make it steer more freely. It allows your suspension to move more freely. It allows your tires and wheels to be aligned more properly, and it's just a great upgrade. The next thing we got is the aluminum wheel hubs. So like these are aluminum wheel hubs for a different design of wheel. Let me show you my aluminum wheel hubs. So these are the aluminum wheel hubs I got on it now. These are also Tmaxx. I love them. They're really cool. So moving on. The next thing I had on the list was the Proline Runtime Fuel Tank, but I already told you about that. So the next thing we got Avid Clutch Series clutch bell bearings. So Avid makes a really good clutch bell bearing, and you might not consider it an upgrade, but it actually is an upgrade because they got better components than a regular stock clutch bell bearing. So we got them in the clutch bell. And the last thing is Robinson Racing steel transmission gears. So we got Robinson Racing steel transmission gears. Here's a set right here if you ain't ever seen them before. Here, I'll open it up for you. This is a brand new set. So it's basically just all the transmission gears. They're just steel instead of plastic. These are pretty popular, but I think I heard they got discontinued and they're kind of getting hard to find now. They're getting kind of rare. So I may save these for a rainy day or save them for a special project. But yeah, so we got them in this Tmaxx and we got this set right here. I may put this set right here and that Revo right there I've been building. I don't know yet. Okay, so that's all the upgrades I got on this Tmaxx for right now. But I got plenty more upgrades ordered that I'm going to be doing soon to it. I got these right here. These are aluminum rod ends that they'll go on the ends of the toe links. They're red to match the red aluminum toe links. Okay. Let me see if oh yeah. I got an MIP heavyweight flywheel I'm going to be putting on it. This will give a little bit more torque to the engine. It'll idle better. It's a great flywheel. These are also discontinued and hard to find. They're worth a lot of money too. They're like 50, 60 bucks if you can find one on eBay. I didn't know if I said it or not, but this Max Life, Dynamite Max Life clutch for the Tmaxx is also discontinued and hard to find and pretty expensive if you can find it. I've also got this. The brand is YZX. It's like a, I forgot what kind of metal. It's aluminum, but it's supposed to be a little bit better than the stock engine mount that's on the Tmaxx. I'm not, and it came with this little keychain right here that's got the letters right there, and it came with the engine mount screws. I don't know. I'm not going to use it until I have to. I'm going to wait till this engine mount strips out first. So yeah. So alright guys, that's just the update on my Tmaxx build. What do y'all think about it? Am I doing a good job so far? Well, I'm going to be doing a whole lot more to it, like shocks and skid plates, and just a little bit more things to it, and get some better tires and wheels. I got some other tires and wheels over there, but I want a new set. These are still good. I mean, they're still basically brand new. This Tmaxx has hardly been ran. I got the engine to it right here. It's only got a few quarts ran through it. This came off the Tmaxx. I might be selling it on eBay. I don't know. It's got custom painted TRX 3.3 letters, Acer ceramic engine bearings with a Davis diesel heavy duty connecting rod, stainless steel, and the Davis diesel connecting rod is brand new. Stainless steel head guard screws. So yeah. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. Good luck on upgrading y'all's RC cars. And thanks for watching this. And I wish y'all the best whenever y'all are working on y'all's RC models. And thanks again. See ya.